Hello, ladies, gents, and mentally challenged gamers. I am challenging myself to beat the chicken snake monster in Spelunky Regenerated. No matter the cost, we're going to come in here and we're going to go through all the motions necessary to get this done properly. And it's okay if it takes 70 episodes. I don't anticipate that's gonna be the case though. Look, this is not trivial, okay? Triggering this arrow trap is not trivial, and I will not take any of your abuse, your verbal, mental, and physical abuse that you heap upon my person when you witness the incompetence that, when you witness the incompetence and clearing that hurdle that was very upsetting and stupid. Why are you intimidated by me? Why are you intimidated? Probably because this arrow trap smacked you in the butt. Probably indeed. How are you guys doing? You workers of the health industry that are permanently at the hospital, how do you deal with that absolutely abysmal, atrocious, disgusting cafeteria food? Holy crap, is it bad? Really? Holy crap, is it bad? Do you just pack some food from home? I sure hope you do. At least if you go to the hospital in my town, damn, what is with all the ropes, brother? This is just upsetting as hell. Holy crap, is it just atrocious. It is the most disgusting slop and or these deep fried, ultra fat saturated garbage that is like nobody, only somebody on my 600-pound life. What are these shops, brother? This is just outrageous. This is outrageous. The level of wealth in display here. I must help myself to it. But I also don't want you to get murdered by my actions. It seems tremendously out of balance is what is. I do want to get to that Ujjarai now that I have the resources to get it done. And just go all the way back up there. I guess we're gonna have to do a little bit of work at it, but it's okay though. Got 2 more minutes, just 1 minute. Do something like this. Oh, but I have no key. That's a problem. Bit of a problem. Maybe we can find this key somewhere. Maybe up there. Oh, this regenerating nonsense is making my life so much harder. I don't know, I really hope you pack a lunch. Otherwise, you're just going to balloon to 7 billion pounds in record time, in a matter of days. Man, it's just some nasty ass slop. All I did was, I was so disgusted. It was the second time that I was in there. It's like, I was so disgusted. I just despondently grabbed a Crustable and a small bag of chips. Sun chips, literally the best chips ever created by the likes of man. Sun chips are top tier, best in slot chips that you can possibly come up with. I will fight you to the death for this. Close second would be any brand, literally any brand of kettle chips. The crunchier the better. I want that shit to lacerate the roof of my mouth. I want it to be so crunchy. I want that shit to be on par with adamantine. I want those chips to be as hard as your father's cock when he showed up at night in your bedroom. I want those chips to be unbeatably crunchy. Alright. This is very pleasing. This entire situation is so great. Regenerated gives you so many rewards because it knows you needs it. You know, it knows you needs it. It is a horrible nightmare. I really could use those climbing gloves. That's why I'm hanging around this maniac shopkeeper instead of just letting him be. Jesus! I thought he was a shopkeeper, you see. I was a little intimidated by Gronk coming over, all strong-like, approaching me with such gusto. I really don't want to use a bomb to liberate this guy. We're going to do it like this. Gonna do it like this. Gotta make sure that his shop does not get damaged. Okay. That was purely intentional. Absolutely. Yes, yes. Where are you, buddy? He's going to show up at the absolute worst time possible. I know it. Haha. Idiot. I don't know whatever may have happened to him, but I am glad that he is no longer a threat to my physical integrity. And the shopkeeper got murdered at the exit. Everything works out for me. I'm just leaving, brother. Just get out of here. I am very nervous at your existence, and therefore you must perish. That is why I call the cops on any black man that I encounter on the streets. I just get nervous. You know, I get really nervous. And murder is not legal, so I resort to the next best thing, which is to call the authorities to remove them from my presence. Works out really well for me. Whoopla. Well, probably should have waited until that pushed all the way through, huh? Much like when you go to the toilet and you have a giant log, you gotta wait until it's all the way through, else you will suffer later on. I don't know what's going on back there in the entire back layer, but let's just never have to worry about it. Get in there. This is every time. The first time that is not triggered, it's like by design that is there every single time that I come this far. I really want to do Volcana. The jungle is just a nightmare. Volcana is also probably going to be awful. The regenerated mod makes everything pure pain. But I will brave whatever comes to get me dead. We just wait this out. We can just destroy it. Or we can simply ignore it, right? We can just ignore it and keep going. Would you please drop a cape? Yeah, you do. Very nice. Let me get rid of your I wanted to say both ugly and also a swear word, but fugly didn't come out. Instead, fag come out. Very strange. Don't judge me. I still hold back the swear words, you know, and you know me, or you may know me. I don't know where you've been. I don't know where that dick of yours has been inserted. But if you've been around, you know I'm no stranger to profanity. But I like to use it when it counts. Use it when it's impactful. All those people that just are a constant torrent of F-bombs, they completely dilute the impact of it to the point that it just becomes a caricature. A completely ineffectual, basically a verbal tick that has no impact whatsoever. It's just mildly unpleasant to listen to, and that's mildly unpleasant to listen to, and that's the extent of the impact that it has, as opposed to something that, you know, calls some serious attention to itself, makes you feel really uncomfortable. You gotta ration those F-bombs. I mean, fuck. Actually, you know what? In my effort to beat this mod from start to end, we're not doing dwellings restarts. We're not I mean, we're going to do plenty of dwellings restarts, but not going to do any edits. We're going to get one run from the start to the end. If that means the entire episode is just me running back and forth in the dwellings, then so be it. We're embracing the long form content. That is indeed content. My bad. I have not been posting the daily, like the daily as in the daily experience. One video a day like I was doing for quite a while. I don't know, kinda. I don't want to. What are you doing? I just kinda burnt up for a while, just taking a break. I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good about just going well. Oopsie. What is going on? Everything is extreme. I am honestly confused about that one. Like, that really should have not gone down the way that it just did. That whip should have been properly effective. You may be dreading whatever comes. You may be scrolling forward right this moment. Get off me. Scrolling forward right this moment. Just be like, really, brother? Does the entirety of the rest of the video look just as brown as the first 10 minutes? I guess you'll be able to tell me. I don't know what's happening, man. Just kill me. Just end my life right now. What is going on? It's not even my fault. I refuse to embrace any kind of responsibility for the things that are coming right into my mouth. These points of damage are just popping into existence, completely unbidden and impossibly fast, coming at me. Ugh. Through the power of the internet. And I really don't want to deal with it anymore. Okay? Maybe I'm just spending too much time fooling around this nonsense. How you fellas doing? Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you are a health worker, whether your cafeteria, okay, that one I guess I could take a little bit of responsibility, whether your hospital cafeteria is any good whatsoever, or you two are utterly aghast and flabbergasted at the absolute dreck, the trash garbage. Oh, it's Cali. The absolute trash garbage that is on offer. Truly a shameful display for a place that is supposed to be focused on. Please, this is possible, right? This shotgun going through the gap. Thank you. Piece of garbage. I want to get in there. I wanted to get in there real bad. We're going to make this happen, even if it means 3 bomb violence. We gotta get. No, we don't want a machete. Yeah, that's the thing that just happened. Don't focus on it. Just be sure to consume product and enjoy product. All right, give me a bomb right there. I didn't mean to cook that turkey. What I meant to do was open the way to Cali. Just throw you. Everything's fighting me. Frustration climbs, much like the entirety of this week. The more you deal with modern medicine, sure, a large scale, at the macro level, modern medicine is light years ahead of what we used to have. Kind of a low bar to clear, with the humors and the leeches. Hoopla. And the diagnosis of hysteria. Your treatment is going to be 4 orgasms. Kind of not hard to clear that bar. But sure, we have done enormous strides with modern medicine. And treatments and improvements and all that good stuff. That being said, brother, the more you deal with it, the more you realize, holy crap, are we still about 75% in the dark about anything that helps you at all. I cannot count anymore the number of times I've heard of some kind of version of and there's just literally nothing. There's no answers, nothing you can possibly do. They just send you back home. It's like, just keep hydrated. That's the entirety of the message. And it's like, really would love for this couple $1,000s you spent in MRIs to result in something other than just make sure to drink water. All right. I guess I'll just fuck myself in the ass then. I can't do it. Yeah, it's just gonna piss him off, and I am dumb. But I'm okay with that outcome because they were already pissed, right? I don't know why I was trying to spare myself from the wrath of shopkeepers. It's already a moot point. With all the violence I have done, we are embracing the chaos, the utter humiliation and annihilation. I think that's a path that I can follow right down here. So that I can reach the Ujjarai area. Even now, I can still grab it. So good. Get me up there, baby. Get me in there. Get me in there. Have you had any run-ins with modern medicine and the absolute misery of it? Like, even if it's good, comparatively, rather, it's so much better, right? It's still complete ass. And this chains very nicely with what has been preoccupying myself until, I mean, ever since I watched a couple videos about, you know, I'm sure, you know, on the internet, everything gets exaggerated. The problem is not even nearly as prominent as the internet makes it out to be. But it really does seem to be some kind of absolutely insane trend. This is boggling my mind. It is truly troubling me at a fundamental level. As somebody who's never had surgery and hopes that never will have to have surgery, although my knees are starting to say otherwise. Kids and young adults going for plastic surgery just to look a little bit better. Just to, you know, the entire buccal fat nonsense, a rhinoplasty because your nose is slightly bigger than you're comfortable with, removing eye flaps, or, you know, all those completely elective plastic surgery procedures in your 20s, in your teens. It seems insanity to me, absolute derangement to subject yourself voluntarily to the entire hospital experience. I want to go to the jungle. This is 2 bombs. Sure, that means I'll have to deal with a stupid ass lizard that I hate. It's gonna come down. Sure did. It sure did. That lizard was intimidating. Okay, don't judge me for my idiocy. Okay, let's remember that arrow trap, all right? It exists, it's real, and it can hurt me. There you go. It weirds me out really hardcore. I can just run. There you go. It seems to, of course, be originating in the online environments where highly suggestible minds get really fooled into some kind of nonsense. All right, we're going, baby, into, you know, trends and internet nonsense, and it becomes a thing that they really want to do, even though it's in the real world, it will not affect them in the slightest. Just trying to conform in some way. Oh, okay. Just get rid of this nonsense. There's no way through. I just now registered like, hey, pretty sure these levels are supposed to have some kind of path through. I guess there was, because the powder kegs. Really, there's red snakes here. All right. Oh, geez, you have to be really careful when you shoot. In Volcana, buddy. Can't be throwing these pellets all willy-nilly, lest you wish a reflective projectile straight into your frontal lobe. And then that surgery will not be elective. What? Okay. There's just nothing to put into Kali's altar here, huh? I see the dog. Let's see if we can make this happen. I would like to alert the shopkeeper. There is no shopkeeper. He must have been crushed by the incredible power of that ball and chain trap thingy. All right, let's go back up. I actually don't have the climbing gloves. It was an alternative universe in the past. Oh, baby! This pleased me a great deal. Don't know how the hell that drop did not do full damage to me, but I'll embrace it. I'll embrace it, man. It's just so odd. Not just... Oh, is it a crash? It's a crash. I really thought that Spelunky Regenerated did not have crashes. Well, that is unfortunate indeed. The whole reason I didn't start up Spelunky 2.5 was like, man, I'm getting a little too many crashes. Let me go to a mod that seems a lot more stable. But like I said, we're going from start to end. What was I saying? I am flabbergasted at these young people who have not been properly educated. Like, obviously, this is a problem with them succumbing to... What the f... This would be a great fast cut, but no, we are starting right away. Back into the dwellings. This time around, I am not responsible, at least that much I can claim. It was just a mod crash. It is what it is. Wonder if it's just my installation. I don't think it is, though. Like, there's, you know, there's not much you can change. There's not much you can do to this Spelunky installation to ruin it or make it unstable. There's just 3 mods installed right now, running. And 2 of them have been running since forever, which are just my little silly custom characters. So, I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Spelunky Regenerated seems to also be a little unstable. Unless I have done some kind of weird failing. I mean, dude, you can't do this. You can't. There was no reason to kill that man. And yet I did it. Okay, there's the Ujjarai right there. Give me that key. There you go. It's like, what kind of... Like, I guess if you're 25... come on, brother. What 25-year-old these days is actually emancipated and doing their own thing with enough disposable income to do some cosmetic surgery? Bruh. There is no freaking way, right? So 90+% of these kids getting cosmetic surgeries is because their parents are actively supporting it. I was like, what insano style world is happening right now where these kids are not getting instantly talked out of getting surgery? It's like, you're ruining your freaking face. Do you have no concept of the passage of time? Like, I thought this was well established. That's why kids don't get tattoos. Because your features will change. All your body parts will stretch and move in some way or another. And that tattoo will look like ass in 10 years' time. To be fair, most tattoos look like ass in 10 years' time. Most tattoos are an abject mistake in my view. Some of them are nice. Definitely not all tattoos are shit type of guy. But I am pretty close. I'm pretty close to that. Definitely, there's some really artful things. That's the thing, though. It needs to be something either really emotionally resonant. You know, you got something that you really, really, really care about, and it will remind you for the rest of your life, and you're very, very happy that you did it, and, you know, no judgment whatsoever. Or you got some seriously good art on yourself, and it's just a literal pleasure to look at. It's like, wow, this is an excellent tattoo. There you go. That just enhances your aesthetics. That is trigger, right? Because there's the arrow shaft right there. There you go. Anyway, getting on a tangent here. But much like young people with tattoos, their skin will become, you know, unflattering on that tattoo. Maybe your surgery makes you look a little better now that you are gasp 16, but that's going to make you look like a 40-year-old when you reach 25. It is so insane. You see all the before and after pictures. The ones that really baffle me, oh shit, are the ones that are from actually gorgeous actresses, and they get these surgeries, and it's like, what are you doing? It's so strange that they, not that, you know, because if you are an actor or an actress, chances are you're not a luminary where your intellect is concerned on average. I'm not trying to judge you. You have a talent of some description, you know, so you're going to lack in some other area, and that's usually going to be your judgment. But how do they not have a manager, any kind of people in their retinue that says, yeah, that's a shit idea, it's stupid as hell, and you're going to ruin your cash as somebody that makes a living with their face? How do they not have a person in their orbit to say something like this? I just don't understand it. Of course, I'm talking about Erin Moriarty. I'm talking about, what's her name? I have no idea. The girl that plays 11. It's Millie Bobby Brown. You know, those are like the most prominent that the video showed. I was like, what the hell? What is going on? And it just makes you wonder about the psychology, right? Like, and it makes you so sad for these girls. It's like they had something in their brain that was telling them, man, you're just not pretty enough. Because why else would you do it? Would you say like, oh, if I get this surgery, I'll get better jobs? That's not something that these high-profile actresses are telling themselves. They're telling themselves, I could just look better. And it's like, there's a defect inside you, and that is very, very sad. That stops you from recognizing what is going on. Where's the exit? There's the exit. I am just very severely mentally handicapped. Anyway, you feel forgiven. About time. I am here advocating for the mental health of the youth. I don't get any recognition. Good old Uncle Bargo actually being compassionate and being a nice guy. I deserve all kinds of accolades and forgiveness. You're untrustworthy. You must die. There you go. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Climbing gloves allow you to do this. Wow. 7 bombs. That is very nice. Also gives me access to the shotgun again that I left behind like an absolute nincompoop. See if we can get you to Cali's altar. There you go. Isn't it just baffling? Like, there's no way anybody around them is telling me, oh yeah, this was totally the right choice, and now you look so much better. It feels utter insanity. Mass psychosis is what it feels like when these high-profile, I say actresses, but you know, actors also do it. But it is so much more noticeable when a beautiful woman does it, right? And it's like, what you do to your face? Even if it looks good now, which I often doesn't, you're so going to regret the shit out of that in 10 years' time. It's just so strange, man. It just weirds me out. And again, it's not what they have inside them that weirds me out. Everybody has their insane mental quirks, like, right? I'm saying, it makes you sad because it's not just that. It's also, man, they didn't have anybody around them looking out for them. Anybody that they trust, that they could just get the truth from. Like, they could hear, no, what are you doing? That is a really silly decision. You are an absolutely gorgeous human being. Look at what you, like, do you think that you have gotten these roles without actually being beautiful? What are you doing? What is this nonsense? Here's a popsicle, right? But no, they didn't have anybody like that. Instead, they had a bunch of sycophants, or even worse, bad parents that encouraged them to get these awful procedures. And the entire reason I started talking about this was that, will this hurt me? No. The entire reason I started talking about this is how freaking horrific it is to go into the hospital for any reason. And here you have these people that subject themselves to months and months and months of elective recovery. It's like, what are you doing? You could not tie me down and force me to go through a surgery like this, unless you. Oh wow, that's right. I don't have any kind of boots. Okay, we have located it. In fact, we probably want to go back up. This is quite the nightmarish spot. Let's use 2 bombs to get this done. This is just annoying. There you go. That is what weirds me out, okay? They consider it worth doing. These are not simple and easy procedures that you recover from in a couple days. This is shit that you'll recover from in maybe a month. You might start feeling normal again. It's like, you're not gonna steal a month of my life because I want my nose to look 2% more perfect. Please allow me to locate the crown. This black market is a freaking labyrinth. There it is. And you know, it's quite the difficulty. What is this enormous pile of people? Like, there's no way I can do anything here other than buy it, because it is just impossible to locate the exit or the damn thing that I want to buy. So there is so many shopkeepers here. Shopkeeper overkill. Truly atrocious pile of people. What is this exit? Guess we have to bomb our way through. I'm too intimidated by all these damn skulls. Was in the middle of a tirade, and I got distracted by the most atrocious black market of all time. Just put a bomb there. Actually, that's not going to get me anywhere. What the hell are you doing? It's all very, very stupid. Wears me out, okay? Don't turn around. Let me just shoot you straight in the back of the neck. Really want to use more bombs to get through this nonsense, but it's okay. We're just gonna hoof it. Hoof it all the way. Oh, give me a second. All right, no big deal, no big deal. Let's be back. to this idiocy. Anyway, and this all ties with the entire internet trends and how people find it so easy to get these like literally erroneous ideas inside their minds. And standards of beauty and all that stuff. It's like, find me a single man. One. Okay, let's sample 100 men. Because everybody's into everything if you look hard enough, right? Sample me 100 men. I will give you $1,000 if more than 5 say they find those gigantic, black, gigantic, fake-ass eyelashes in any way attractive. Why you ladies do it? Are you being purposely off-putting? Is that what you're aiming to be? Because it's really working. Your face looks like a disgusting caterpillar is crawling across your eyelids. It is baffling. A little bit of mascara, I am not a fan, but sure, I guess. Those gigantic fake eyelashes that I can feel the wind when you blink. They are so weird and gross. Ask me 100 men. And see how many actually find that in any way appealing. The most you're going to find is shrug neutrality. I just don't get it, alright? Explain it to me. I am sure it is just... Wow, we have never actually seen Olmec, huh? Because I have no memory of this place. What is going on here? Is this Gloop? Yeah, it is Gloop. Alright, let's do some Olmec nonsense. Probably we're about to get crushed horrendously. But I embrace it. I embrace the chaos of getting Olmec to crush me real good. Gets me a little bit sexually gratified. I'm doing this, apparently. I am not a fan of what's happening right now. I hate everything that's happening right now, yes. Sure do. What is going on, brother? These platforms are awful, and I hate them. Okay, kind of making me... I'm okay leaving the shotgun behind for the time being. They were making me nervous anyway. Okay, what is going on here? No, my crates. My crates, my beautiful crates. This Olmec lair is just a nightmare, and I hate it. Do something like that. Oh, that was full damage. Okay, he didn't actually get me. So good. I hate everything about this Olmec lair. It is very different and is making me feel very violent. So I am blaming completely it being this weird quote-unquote beauty trend on the internet that girls gaslight each other to make each other look uglier. So they get more attention comparatively. I don't get it, man. I just don't understand. Because why else are you doing it? The entire thing about makeup being for you to feel better is a total pile of bullshit. Whoa. 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 So if it's not making you more attractive, what is the point? What is the point? Like, did you do any research whatsoever about whether this was a good decision or not? I demand more research out of you before you follow some silly quote-unquote beauty trend, okay? So get on that. Make sure that you follow my specifications. Oh. I'm not saying, you must do what I like. I'm saying you really need to figure out why you're doing it, because it sure ain't making you pretty. I don't get it. I just don't. Look, do I sound like an old man? Maybe the alphas and the Zers, they're like, oh, hell yeah, those butterfly wing mascara super eyelashes. They really get my boner going. It's like, if that's the case, well, I guess keep doing it, ladies. But from where I'm standing, you look like an abomination. And I don't approve. And I know that my approval is what all of you ladies crave. Anyway, what am I doing here? Going to the tide pool, I guess. I don't think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen any of the regenerated stuff beyond Olmec. I don't think I've seen anything beyond Olmec at all. I don't think I've seen Olmec at all. So we are already in new and exciting territory. Let's see what kind of horrible disasters will brew in front of me. Perhaps it is time to embrace a full concentration. All right, there has to be a path down, right? Pretty sure that's still a hard and what the I may have been tunnel visioned on just looking at the ground, not in front of me, simply trying to find a path down, but there's literally nothing. Spelunky 2 regenerated, more like Spelunky 2 constipated, because this is giving me some serious constipation, not being able to make my way through. All right. I mean, sure. I don't know what you expected of me, all right? I don't know what you expected of me. If you expected anything even remotely competent, well, you are a fool for having any kind of expectations when you walk into this place. Gamble my life away. This shotgun will make me dual wield. Continue showering me with prices. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. Anyway, I say it because it's not just unattractive. You know, I'm okay. I tolerate the uglies. I'm okay with the uglies. I'm not going to just advocate for your eradication out loud. Not out loud, anyway. But it is actively repulsive. That is why it's in my mind, because it's like, ugh. It makes you shudder in this visceral reaction, the same way that you will react when you see a bug crawling on somebody's face, or when the game crashes outside of your responsibility or blame at all. Get on it, ZFC. I would like to play some modded Spelunky without it crashing on me.